Hey everybody, it's John Gafford. Time for another real quick office meeting. And today I want to talk about Zillow and Trulia because, like it or not, it is finally time to accept sort of defeat in this and learn how to play ball within the system as it is. Now, obviously, I'm not going to go back and talk about what got us here. A lot of inept and very narrow-minded thinking at the NAR level, our local board, across the board, just very narrow-minded thinking got us in this situation. But unfortunately, the genie is out of the bottle, and with Zillow now acquiring Trulia, it's going to create a behemoth within our market space that we need to learn how to work with, through, around, instead of against, because it just can't be done. We're not going to be able to unwind the damage that has been caused by the powers that be within our organizations to this point. So here's my advice to you. Number one, you need to make sure that your Zillow and Trulia profiles, believe it or not, they're free. It costs you nothing to set up. I'm not telling you to go spend money with them, because if you do this right, it's actually going to devalue the agents that are actually spending money with them. Whenever you have a listing and it goes into Zillow or Trulia, at least in Zillow, you're featured as the top agent on the right-hand side. There's still displayed 4 other agents, but you will be featured up top. Make sure you have a professional photograph. Make sure your profile is complete. And most importantly, make sure you have reviews in the review section. Now, the cool thing is, unlike Yelp that got really good at managing their algorithms to make sure that all of the reviews were legitimate, I don't think Zillow cares at this point. So if you don't know how to manipulate a review site to get around their algorithms, all you have to do is ask me. I'm not going to talk about it here, but it's fairly simple to do, and it's a simple process that you can make sure that you get a ton of reviews, quality reviews put in there that are going to make a lot of sense. So make sure that you have a ton of those positive reviews, because when people look over, if there's 4 agents and one agent has 20 reviews and you have 100 and there's 5 stars, they're going to choose you from that box whether you're there or not. Now, also keep in mind that because they're going to start displaying the listing agents in this manner, it really is devaluing the proposition to all of the other agents that are paying money for these zip codes. So hopefully that the supply or the demand will go down considerably, and it will enable you as a listing agent to continue to do well in that space. If you're a buyer's agent or running a buyer's agent team, I highly recommend that your website really focus on a lot of data and as much data as you can. If your website's not giving at least as much data as they can get from Zillow or Trulia, you need to upgrade your website, because you're gonna have a serious problem. Now, the next thing I want to talk about real quick is, so what do I do? How am I going to fight Zillow? How many get leads from Zillow? Well, the real simple fact is this. People go to Zillow really for one reason, and that's to look and see how much their house is worth. Now, I know everybody says the data is bad and this estimate's this and this estimate's that, but I don't really think people care, because in the most cases, they're just trying to get a generalized idea. So what you need to do is establish yourself as the go-to professional for everybody that you deal with about what is your house worth. You don't have to negative talk Zillow or negative talk Trulia and their value estimators, but what you need to do is every piece of mail, every mailer, every ad, everything you do, you need to include the phrase, if you want to know how much your house is worth, call me. Free CMA, no obligation, a professional opinion on the value of your house. Because you need to make sure that when they actually want to know the real value, that you're the person they're calling. So that's all I got this week. I hope you guys make it a great week. Stay focused. There's been lots of changes that have come and gone throughout the whole time of real estate. This is just another one. And if you're professional and you're smart, you'll get through it and still make a ton of money. Have a great week, everybody.